Hello everybody, this is Valencia and welcome to Balloons in Business, where I show you the business of balloon and event decor. So today I'm going to show you how I made this mini balloon garland using the 260 method. Now some of you are saying in the comments section that you're having difficulty with the twist and tie method. That's when you twist your dupes together to make small clusters and then you tie your clusters together with the necks of the balloons to make your balloon garland base. So I'm going to show you how to make this balloon garland using 260 balloons. So if you want to see how I made this, just stay tuned. Okay, so for this balloon garland, I'm only going to be using one color, and that is white, mostly Tough Tex brand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow up 2 balloons at a time, and then I'm going to round them out by pressing the top of the balloon and releasing air from the bottom, as you can see. And then I'm going to tie these 2 balloons together into a dupe. So the balloon sizes that I'm going to be using are going to be 5-inch, 11-inch, 17-inch, and 36-inch, mostly Tough Tex balloons. I believe the 5-inch balloons are Sempertex. And of course, a list of all the balloon sizes and brands will be listed in the description box below this video. So now that I've blown up all of my balloons and tied them into dupes, I'm going to double twist them together into small clusters of 4 dupes or 8 balloons. So I'm double twisting 2 dupes of the 11-inch and 2 dupes of the 17-inch balloons together into this small cluster. So one of my 17-inch balloons deflated, so I took that extra 17-inch balloon and tied it to another dupe of 17-inch balloons, and then I twisted in 3 dupes of 11-inch balloons to make up for that extra 17-inch balloon that deflated. So I'm using some Sempertex white 260Q balloons, and this is what I'm going to be using to attach my clusters together. What I'm going to do is double tie several of these 260 balloons together. I think for this I double tied 5 of them together to make one long string. Now in my opinion, this saves time, because once you run out of 260 balloons, you're going to have to grab some more and then tie them to the string that you're working with. So it helps to just start off with a long string to begin with. So now I'm going to double tie this string of 260s to one of the balloons and one of the clusters. And then I'm going to take another cluster and place it on top of that cluster. And then I'm going to take the 260 balloon and I'm going to wrap it around several balloons in each cluster. So I'm going to start from the top, wrap it around a few balloons, go down to the bottom, wrap it around a few, then go back up to the top and wrap it around a few balloons, and back down to the bottom and wrap it around a few balloons. You want that 260 string to be all throughout those 2 clusters, and give it a tug to make sure those 2 clusters are nice and tight against each other. So that's the goal, is to make sure that 260 is wrapped around several balloons in each of the clusters, so you know that they're tightly connected together and that this balloon garland is not going to fall apart. So now once I'm done, I'm just going to double tie the 260 into itself. And this right here is my balloon garland base. Again, this is a mini balloon garland, so this is probably like maybe 5 feet at the longest. So now I'm going to take a command hook, and I think this is a 2-pound command hook, and I am going to attach this to the wall. Make sure that little tab part can be seen at the bottom of the hook. Then I'm going to take a 260Q balloon and double tie it onto the hook part, and that's how I'm going to be attaching the balloon garland. I'm going to wrap both ends around the balloon garland and then tie those 2 ends together inside of the balloon garland. Make sure you hold that hook onto the wall for about 30 seconds. Make sure it's on there nice and tight, and just go ahead on and attach your balloon garland. Now my recommendation is to use 2 command strips to attach this balloon garland at 2 points to the wall. Now I'm going to be adding clusters of balloons to this garland. So I'm going to be tying this 36-inch balloon to a dupe of 11-inch balloons. And I'm going to be using a 260 balloon to attach it to the garland. Now, since this is a single color balloon garland, it was really important for me to use different sizes to keep you visually interested. And you can definitely get away with having a single color balloon garland if you utilize different sizes and you play around with the shape. Also, adding florals and leaves like I did later on will also help to keep a single color balloon garland visually interesting. So I'm going to be adding another 36-inch balloon using a 260, of course. Just double tie that 260 to the neck of that balloon. Make sure it's nice and tight, and just wrap that 260 around a couple balloons in the balloon garland. Now, after adding those couple clusters, I did play around with the shape of the balloon garland because I wasn't sure how I wanted the shape to be, and just showing you how the command hook looks on the wall. Now I'm going to be adding some 5-inch decorators, and of course they're connected with 260 balloons. Now I'm just going to wrap that 260 balloon around one of the balloons in the balloon garland 2 times to make sure those 5-inch clusters are in there nice and tight and that they won't pop out. And I'm just filling in gaps and adding in visual interest. Now again, I want to stress how important it is to use various sizes of balloons, especially if you're doing a single color balloon garland. It adds lots of visual interest. And now I'm going to be adding these faux eucalyptus leaves that I got from Hobby Lobby. I added in 3 bunches and I just kind of spread them out in the balloon garland to add even more interest. Later on, I did add an additional cluster of 5-inch balloons to the very top up there where those 3 18-inch balloons were. So here is the finished product to this mini balloon garland created with the 260 method. Now, I really had to play around with the shape of this balloon garland, but I loved how it came out. And I think that the various sizes of the balloons really contributed to that nice flowing shape. And the eucalyptus leaves made a really nice touch. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, go ahead on and like it, and please subscribe, and you'll get notifications on future videos on balloon and event decor. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.